Hey, what's up? This is the enlightened one, aka God's child, aka God's child. All right, I want to talk to you guys something on a serious note. I live in the city of Chicago. I love my city. In my opinion, Chicago is the greatest city in the world. And I'm pretty sure all my viewers out there, my subscribers, and people who are watching believe they city is the greatest in the world. But I want to talk about the high crime, the murders, and the shooting in Chicago. Uh, See, here's the thing is, first of all, crime doesn't pay. Crime do not pay. And you have people out there who are career criminals who prey on the weak. Then you have the gang bangers. And then you have black on black crime. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, black on black crime. But not only that, I want to tell you about my thoughts of the verdict of the police officer who was guilty of the murder of George Floyd a couple of days ago. Well, let's say last week because it's Saturday. Well, racism is in every city, every country in the world. Racism, being an African American, living African American, we are born. We're born. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. We are born in a society where we are not really liked, respected, or recognized. Not too much. We have to work extra harder in life to be accepted in life. And then we have our own people, such that look like me, sound like me, big nose, big eyes, big head like me, uh, own color, same color, dark skin, light skin, who hate each other. You have black people who are racist against black people. And I'm a God fearing man. I believe in God. I believe that, we all under the same rainbow. That's how I believe. I love everybody, white, black, Chinese, India, uh, Moscow. I don't care what color you are. I mean, if you treat me good, I treat you better. You greet me, I greet you. But let me tell you about my thoughts. And I know this video is late about the George Floyd trial, the cop that was arrested in trial for the murder of George Floyd. During the trial, I was at work and I work with, white people as well. And I like working with different nationalities because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When it's too many of us, it's always a problem. On the job that I work with, when it's majority black people, African American people, it was always some type of problem. It's like a maze and a rat race. Uh, it's just bickering, fighting, trying to get the white man's approval, or they want to be the only special black person. And nationality, y'all, white people are not hurting us. We are hurting us. So back to the trial. And I'm at my desk and I'm working. And I had my phone and I was watching the trial, the deliberation. And it was in Minneapolis. It was in a juror's hands. Okay, they had to make a decision to convict this cop who killed George Floyd, or to acquit George Floyd, or declare a mistrial. So I don't have a degree. I don't have a major education. I don't know much about the law. I just know the basics or whatever. And I was a nervous wreck. Let me tell you why. The thing about it is, if this man, the cop who had his knee, he was the main suspect, the number one suspect. If that man's that knee was at George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and some seconds, and the whole world watched. And if this man was going to be acquitted, set free, or mistrial, whatever, my fear is one, nobody care about us. That's one. And number two, can Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, California handle another catastrophic looting, rioting and burning down their communities. And we just coming from a pandemic. We coming from a pandemic. And I understand people protesting and marching peacefully, peaceful protests. But my biggest problem is it never makes sense to me for Black people, African American people, to riot and destroy their communities or don't destroy anyone's communities. I'm on social media. Look, guys, do not do this. Don't burn down no buildings. Don't do this. Just stand down. Don't do this. Let God handle it. So, I said a prayer, and a lot of people don't believe in God. I'm one of the guys who believe in God. And I just prayed that God give the heart, the compassion to the jurors that this man is guilty. This man is guilty, clear as guilty, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not against cops. There are good cops out there. I see cops all the time and I wave, say hi, and there are people I hate cops. But in this case, this man was clearly in the wrong. He was so in the wrong that the cop who killed George Floyd was one of the cops. It was four. The main suspect on camera with his knee on the man's neck, his own wife divorced him. If I'm wrong, comment below. So I'm watching the jury, and my supervisor, my manager, she's white, and she just saw the look on my face of pain and sorrow and anguish, and I'm just watching. And then they said the verdict is in, the verdict is in, and they made us wait. They made us wait about what they're gonna do with this cop. And this cop had a shirt and tie on, wearing a suit, and this prosecute. I mean, it was just all the way wrong, all the way wrong. But everybody is entitled to a trial. So as an African American, I said to myself, I said, this is bad. This is very bad because if they let this cop off, this ex-cop off, it is bad for Black people worldwide, everywhere, Ghana, Jamaica, Kingston, New York, everywhere. So my thing is the George Floyd family, can we survive another catastrophic warfare in our communities? And I was really, really distraught that I couldn't even work. And one of my bosses, he's a white male, and he saw me. I had water in my eyes and stuff. I said, man, and there are white people who actually care about your feelings. There are white people who actually care about your feelings, your compassion. There are white people who protest Black people rights. There are white people that will stand up for Black people. There are white people on your job will whisper stuff in your ear, but don't you tell on them. They'll tell you what. I mean, look real quick. I remember at the job I work at now, one of the big directors, white guy, Irish guy, not Irish, I'm sorry, he's Italian. Cool dude, cool guy. I was doing stuff, I was talking to certain people, and he kept saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, oh man, they cool, they cool. Each day he'd be like, what are you doing? He didn't say, why are you not working? He said, what are you doing? The people who I was talking to made me no good on the job. Once I understood that, then I started separate myself and went to work. He never bothered me again after that. He gave me a fist bump and keep walking. See, there are white people out there that will look out for you if you want it. So once the deliberation came in, and my heart just stopped. My heart stopped. My heart stopped. And I said, George Floyd didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. And no matter what a person did or done, if a person did drugs, alcohol, long as that man didn't hurt anybody or anyone but themselves, that's fine. That's fine. And they try to change the narrative about this man. And even though he was all that, he's entitled to a to be judged by a jury of his own peers. And when the deliberation came in, not guilty, and I watched that cop expression, guilty on all counts, guilty, 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 guilty. I got up. I had tears in my face. I went in one of the offices and closed the door. I had a crack. Water was in my eyes. I had my head in the corner, head down, tears coming down my face. The white manager found me, was looking for me. He cracked the door open. He saw me. He said, "You okay?" I turned back like, "Yeah." He said, "See you tomorrow." He wanted that, excuse me, excuse me. He wanted that victory for us. He wanted that. There are white people feel that black people don't deserve the treatment they get. Now, what I also want to talk about is too, as black people, don't be so quick to jump on a white cop when he kill or shoot a black person. Why don't you have that same energy when black people kill black people? Let's have that same energy. Let's have that same energy. We always want to get mad at a white cop who pulls a trigger. Some case is unjustified. Some cases is justified. But because the color of his skin or her skin, we want to automatically condemn that cop. Okay, fine. What about Pookie and Ray Ray? What about the shootings in the neighborhoods? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we have that same energy and convict the killers of the black and black crime? Because here's the thing: if you don't convict a black man for killing another black man, if you don't do that, you are biased. You are racist. You are racist. So it's okay for a white cop to kill one of us, but I mean, it's not okay for a white cop to kill one of us, but it's okay if we kill us. So we in the neighborhood, we have this no snitching policy. We have to hold each other accountable for each other's actions. There are cops in Chicago who's running around the city of Chicago like a chicken with their head cut off, can't solve crime. Okay, excuse me. They cannot solve all the crime. They can't be every place at one time, but nobody's having the black people hold themselves accountable for their action. These cops, Chicago, they doing their best. They run around with a chicken head cut off. And these cops cannot be every place at every time because it's so much crime going on. It's so much shooting going on. And there's so much gang violence going on. So here's the thing about this. Before you fix your mouth and talk about the white cop who shoot black people, have that same mouth to point at Pookie and Ray Ray. I want to talk about the other incident about the shooting on the west side of Chicago. I love the west side of Chicago. They gave me mad love. There was a shooting at a McDonald's drive-thru, and I live in this city. Listen to me, guys. I live in this city. The man had tinted windows. I don't know if it's gang related or whatever. Maybe it was beef. This is why I pose that tint ban should be banned nationwide. A nationwide tint ban, because what I'm about to say is about break of many hearts. The guy was in the drive-through McDonald's. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it words exchanged. I don't know the full details. But the other driver shot up their vehicle and a young girl was killed. A young girl was killed. And I believe in my heart that I believe maybe if the windows was clear, maybe that man wouldn't have shot in the back seat like that. Or maybe the man would have had compassion and saw a child in the back seat. But you guys out there, if you gang banging, you doing this and doing that, you have to understand something. You are hurting a lot of people. You destroying a lot of lives. You shooting people at random. You hitting innocent bystanders. That 7-year-old child didn't deserve that. And sad, but unfortunately, that suspect who shot that girl was killed on the expressway when by Chicago police. You know, they got him. They got him. But we lost a little baby who didn't deserve that. I want to talk about the young lady, the young girl, 16 years old. She was shot by a police officer. Okay. I watched the video body cam. See, guys, do me a favor. Before you jump on the bandwagon, oh, cops, he did this, he did that. Watch the body cam for yourself. Watch the body cam. According to the body cam, that officer in the video, the girl was 16. She had a knife, a big butcher knife, and she charged at that girl. See, what guys don't understand is if you never wore a duty belt, if you never wore a vest, if you're not the one who de-escalate or stop or determine who lives or dies, you cannot say what that officer should or should do. A taser weapon in a situation like that is called the shit hit the fan. When the officer, here's the thing, the girl was so amped up and charged up, she probably didn't even see the cop. And when you are charged and amped up, pepper spray, mace, batons, or taser don't work because you so charged up. You so charged up. Or it could be so. But the young lady was shot 4 times. Now, for the family out there, you have my condolences to that little girl. She was 16. My thing is that cop didn't have to shoot 4 times. One time would have been enough because she's 16 years old. And if that girl would have kept charging, then you shoot several times. That's my opinion. But but the mother or the family members of this young lady, they grieving a loss because the young girl, she snapped. She had a knife in her hand. She snapped. And, she was going to kill that other girl. I want the family to get out to me, reach out to me too. I want to give them my condolences and stuff. See, we as black people, we don't hold each other accountable for the actions. We don't hold each other because black people, we have mental illness. We born with post-traumatic stress depression. We hate each other. We at each other's throats or whatever. And we blame white people. White people not even think about us, believe it or not. They'll think about you when you stepping on toes. I'm going to say it again. White people will think about you once you step on toes. But if you work in a normal life in most cases or whatever, 9 times out of 10, they won't bother you. So we as black people have to have that same energy, the same energy with each other, hold each other accountable for our own actions. I live in Chicago. Chicago's one of the greatest cities in the world, if you ask me. Some of these crimes in poor, stricken areas, there's no opportunities, there's no school, there's no this, there's no that. Guys out there, I tell these young kids all the time, if you have no way out, join the military, join the army. You have to stay in school. You have to get good grades so you can get a scholarship. You can't drop out and do YouTube videos. You cannot drop out and just do YouTube videos. You can do it part-time. That could be a part-time, but make sure you have a concrete job, a concrete goal in life. I'm the Uncle Enlightened one. I want people out there to share this video worldwide, 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 worldwide. We are our biggest enemies, and we have to stop. And I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna throw some God in it. Can I throw some God in it? Can I throw some God in it? If we follow half of the commandments, thou shalt not kill, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. As black people, we have to stop hating each other. Just because a person speak to you don't mean they want you, black women. Some black guys just want to speak. How you doing, y'all? Black men, it don't hurt to open the door for a sister or anything like that. See, we have to get our mindset off of I'm better than you. We all Negroes. We all in the same pot. We all in the same struggle. What the hell are you talking about, sir or ma'am? I'm glad the cop that was found guilty because it showed the justice system. Thank you. Thank you, Minnesota. Thank you. And I don't think that we can survive another catastrophic looting and rioting. I don't, it's not worth it. Because when you loot and riot in your own neighborhoods, in your own communities, when you get off your high horse of anger and when you calm down, you destroyed your own city. How your kids gonna eat? How grandma gonna get her medicine? How you gonna get Pampers? Do not destroy anyone's city. If you go out of your way to break in somebody else's house, home, or business to take or destroy, you deserve whatever you get. Because just like they work hard for it, you work hard for it. You don't have the right to take nothing that you didn't work for. And stop asking for handouts. Be brave and go your own way. My name is the Enlightened One, aka God's Child. Can we please hold each other more accountable? Can we handle each other more accountable, please? Do me a favor, guys. Share this video, like this video, hit the bell button, hit the subscribe button. My name is the Enlightened One. I just had to get that off my chest. I don't care what city you are in, if you're in Philadelphia, Los Angeles, New York, California, Texas, Tennessee, Detroit, Asia, the UK, District of Columbia. I don't care where you're from. I don't care where you're from. Let's hold each other accountable for our own actions. Thank you. Peace.